Alright, everyone. Today, we got the full reveal of what 29 out of 30 cards will be for Team Infinity Chapter 3, Season 3, Part 1 out of 2. And you can see, kind of like in the three-dimensional space, we're going to be talking sort of about what we're going to be looking at, and reminder to get stuff done, and all that fun stuff. Stuff we sort of talked about yesterday. Today's mainly just going to be looking at the cards and sort of guessing what things are going to be. And I'm sure there'll be more information coming out after this video, but because of how my day is going to be, we have to do it now. So let's jump into this, and we'll sort of get going and bounce all the way around. So again, just a quick reminder, as you see to this right there, you see, woo, right there. Okay, you see that, 29th, that is tomorrow. Season 3 begins, and it goes until November 22nd. And then after that, kind of in that direction, somewhere. You see from the 22nd on, it's free game. So basically at this point, everything's going to basically be core, more than likely. Remember to do your head start stuff. I'm just using this as an example. This isn't probably going to be exactly what it is. It probably won't be to begin with. But again, remember, there are some stuff. You're going to get some stuff for Season 2. So make sure like everything's done up until, I want to say, it's not the Moonshot program. I know it's not the Moonshot program, but make sure you're kind of like done with everything. I know one of them was collect all the action figures, which is free. So you get a free Ernie Banks. That's the last one. So make sure you got that one done as well. Now let's get on to the good stuff, the stuff we're here for. Okay, this is what the new set is. It is basically like position swap. Now, for the most part, there's some where I remember that like they were a certain position or like came up as one. Some of the ones that I find sort of interesting, like Manny Machado, Adam Dunn as relievers, Shane McClanahan as a first baseman, Zach Greinke as a shortstop. So basically, if the pitcher can kind of hit, they're going to be there. Mo's a center fielder. The one we don't have is the Angels, so I'm guessing this is probably a Mike Trout card, more than likely, if I had to venture a guess. But they did kind of go back, like Manny Machado here is an RP. He's the Orioles one. Yeah, Mark McGwire's a reliever. So these are all fun. These are all going to be 95s. So we'll kind of see what happens with that. This is the American League. So we'll just go through it. Adam Dunn is a reliever. Byron Buxton is a starter. First baseman, Cy Young. Second base, Roy Halladay. Shortstop, Cutter Crawford. I didn't pull this up, but I think I might really quick here. So that explains, the show tweeted out an image, and I think a lot of people were very confused about it, and I was as well, but now sort of looking back at it, I think it makes a little bit of sense as to what this was going for. So they tweeted out this image right here, and they sort of, I think the caption here was 50 is coming this Thursday in Season 3, and everyone sort of thought this was Mookie. Like if you look at the comments here, it said like poor Red Sox fans. Someone got it. This is fully Cutter Crawford in the box, not Mookie Betts. So some people kind of got it, but there were some who were just like, bro, what are we doing? So that kind of explains it. Now shifting over to the NL, some cards I think are kind of cool here. Jacob deGrom as a shortstop, because he was a shortstop at Stetson University. I don't think he was drafted as one, but he definitely did play shortstop. Reliever Jay Cronenworth, because he is used a lot of times as relievers. DH CC Sabathia, and it's a Milwaukee card, because when he was Milwaukee, he hit a freaking tank against the Dodgers. So that's kind of cool. Bryce Harper was a catcher and a pitcher, so this is interesting. I don't know if Austin Riley was ever a starter at some point. But that's kind of cool. Kenley Jensen was a catcher in the first World Baseball Classic. He was dominant, so this should be a fun one, I think. Jake Arrieta, I don't remember if he was a good hitter. I think he was. Paul Skeens was also a catcher in college. D-Train also was a pretty good prolific hitter. Willie Mays at third just seems like fun time. Zach Gallen, I don't know if he played the position at North Carolina. He very well could have. I think the NL might have the more fun side of cards, like Ellie being a starter, I think is fun. But I think the fun ones are just like these two, like CC and Dontrell. I'm not to say like I don't think some of these cards are fun. Like I think Zach Greinke's short could be fun. I think Cutter Crawford at short could be fun, especially these guys have secondaries. I don't know. I think it'll just be fun. I'm not gonna lie, this is a ripoff of 2Ks, where 2K they did the same thing, where it's like, hey, what if LeBron was a center? What if Shaq was a point guard? I don't really know if they'd make Shaq a point guard or not, but nevertheless, like that's what we're dealing with here. So I think it's kind of a cool idea. I haven't really seen a lot of stuff. The one thing I did see people sort of saying is like, this could be fun for a couple weeks and then it just gets boring. If this is sort of what they're going to be going for, I think it's fine. I think there's plenty of intrigue with guys who played multiple positions. Like they were fielders at some point, they were pitchers at some point, and they swapped. I think that's fun. It could be even more fun if some of these guys are two-way guys. Like what if they were all two-way guys? Like that would be cool, but I don't think they are. I think they're just going to swap some stats and make things fun. Listen, at the end of the day, it's a baseball game where you get to play with legends and stuff that, you know, it could never happen. It's basically just fantasy at this point in all likelihood. But that's the bulk of everything here. Like I said, the biggest thing to remember as we go into the last day, about 12 hours from now, make sure you do all this. It literally says here, I'm just going to read it off because we were looking at it. Prepare for Season 3. Complete the Hall of Fame, Beltray, and Moments of Glory programs for Head Start Season 3. Collect 55 All-Star Week. Season 8 2 awards. 20 action figures for players for Season 3 Head Start. And again, looking there, we can just sort of talk about this since we're here already. I'll get rid of this. Season 3 tomorrow as well. Roster update tomorrow. New cards, which we know is already there. New BR and rank, and then says 2 new collections. I'm assuming it's just going to be smaller collections where it's just going to be like all these cards again, which is fine. I think like I said, I think there's a little bit of intrigue. I just hope that it doesn't get boring. It doesn't get dry. It doesn't get dull. We'll kind of see what happens. One step at a time. I do kind of wish we did some more fun stuff like this earlier. Alas, we didn't. I don't know if it's just like they were spitballing ideas and took ideas from it. But in terms of that, because we've seen back-to-back where they kind of like stolen the ideas, I'm going to just keep it a $1.10 with you. If that's what they did, by golly, go for it. I'm a firm believer that if you're a dev, play other games, play your game. Take what you like from there and put it in your game. That's how it should be. That's how the world works. And probably they had people who came over and said, hey, I like this idea, let's try it here. And I think it's fun. I think it's a fun time. I think it's going to be cool. Once we get some numbers, I'm sure we'll get some stats later today. But overall, I think I'm fairly excited for this. I think it's a good thing, and it's going to be a fun thing. All right, so some of the cards. So we looked at some of the cards. Again, we don't necessarily know the stats. We'll break it all down probably tomorrow once everything goes live on Thursday, which is gonna, like I said, I think it's gonna be a fun time. There's no live stream or anything from what looks of it. So once it goes, we'll be there. We'll break it down. We'll have the video up, and I think I'll even probably be live. So we'll be live once the drop hits. So that'll be around noon, and we'll break some stuff down. So the link to the Twitch is down below, and I'll link it tomorrow, and I'll announce it again tomorrow there as well. So that being said, my name is Specs. I'll see you guys all in the next one.